Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Good morning. Wake up. Good morning. Jay Barry here. Here to talk about some Guilty Gear Strive and the latest developers backyard talk that they had last night on the Guilty Gear Strive website. So, we've been doing these videos, talking about Guilty Gear Strive and what some of the developers' philosophy with the game. And it's no different. Like with the previous videos, we're going to talk about the latest one, the fifth volume of the developer's background, and some changes has happened, man, with Guilty Gear Strive, man. So let's see what they're talking about. Let's understand the developers, and let's get right to it, man. Let's get right to it, because I'm doing this video before work. I was like, yo, I woke up pretty early. Let me just get this video out the way, because I have a lot to say about this stuff. But let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. All right, so let me zoom in here on this wonderful page from Arc Systems. Guilty Gear Strive. I'm super excited for this game. I can't wait to play it. Like the final game when it actually comes out. Sad story. It's supposed to come out, I think, yesterday or today for early access users, as far as if you pre-order the game. And we know it got delayed, but it just hurts, man. It hurts, man. It's supposed to be on Guilty Gear right now. You know what I mean? This one hurts, man. But yeah, yo, let's get right into it, man. Like I said, Guilty Gear is a franchise I loved since PS1, so we're gonna talk about it, man. Yo, Cyber Dragon, what's up, man? What's up? I know it's super early. I'm tired too, man. Trust me. But I just wanted to talk about this Guilty Gear developer's background, and you're gonna see why, because there's a lot of new stuff that they implemented in the game or they're talking about here. So here we go, guys. 5th volume of the developer's backyard. It came out today in Japan, but yesterday it came out last night, and over here. And yeah, let's get into it and talk about it, man. Because this is what we was waiting for, honestly, because the game got delayed. We want to know what the developers is thinking or what they're doing, what's going to happen with the lobbies, what's going to happen with the damage, what's going to happen with certain characters. We definitely wanted to know what was going on with the development process of the game. Because fighting games is very different than other games, man. We constantly want the information to see, what's our favorite characters going to be doing, how is they going to be doing. There's certain buttons is going to be buffed, there's certain buttons going to be nerfed. You know what I mean? We want to be constantly in the know. So here they go, giving the greetings to everyone reading this installment of Developer's Background. This is Katano. I said Katano. From development of Arc System Works. First of all, I'd like to sincerely thank everyone who took part of the open beta for Guilty Gear Strive during February. Also, especially grateful to everyone who took the time to fill out the survey, which was me and I. You know what I mean? Yo, Stranded Ninja, what's up, man? Michael Kisun, what's up? So, yeah, man. Yo, overall, he's saying here that as a total from all languages, we received approximately 51,000 responses to the survey. Thank you to everyone who took part. 51,000. That means there's a lot of people that play the game and legit didn't say shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, guys, when we have these betas and they have these surveys, it is very, very important to actually speak out and say something when it comes to these games, man. Like, it's very important to do that stuff. But 51,000 people responded, and they actually got some stats here to show from it. So this is gonna be cool, man. Like I said, this came out last night, but I just wanted to do a video. I was gonna do a video last night, but I was just tired. But I'm here this morning before I actually start work. All right, so here we go, man. Which characters did you use the most during the open beta test? So in Japan, Ramathul was number 1, Soul number 2, Kai, Giovanna, Nagaryuki, number 5. So we got a lot of Nagos in 5. That means that's good. That people's using Nago, new character. People's using Giovanna. She's a new character as well. But we have a popular theme here. Yo, Persona, what's good, man? With Ram being number 1 here. You know, as the most used character. Like, I think a lot of people use Ram because her redesign looks sick as fuck. Like, her redesign is fired. How they changed the hat up, you know, her outfit is a little bit changed. You know what I mean? She got that waifu cutie type of character look now. You know what I mean? In XR, she had that evil green kind of look. You know, now she's looking like she's a soft little waifu type of character. So I think a lot of people's going to use her just because of that. But there was a lot of people using her because she was super strong in the beta, you know, as well. She's a dope character in the beta, which kind of blew my mind when I was playing against these Ram players. Because Ram, I was looking at Ram like, damn, out of all the characters that is in Strive, yo, they changed her up like a lot. Like her actual game plan is not the same like how it was in, you know, the previous game. And you know, I thought people was going to be upset with that, but you know, she ended up being still a great character. So that's kind of cool. But this is an open beta. This doesn't mean that, yo, they're gonna be nerfing Ram. It doesn't mean that they're gonna be hitting her down a notch or nothing like that. It's just, you know, it's an open beta, which I think Arc shouldn't do anything drastic to the character just because people are using her. But you know, in this day and age that we live in, it's very scary for liking a character or thinking a character is good, because in the next version of the game, they're gonna nerf the character. You know what I mean? So yeah, which character do you like the most in Guilty Gear Strive? And Ram was up there a lot, which is you know, that's good. Soul is up there. You got Giovanna up there, which is good, new character. Asia is liking Nago. South America liking Nago as well, and Europe. Soul is here. Kai, May. Yeah, I can see Japan. May. I can definitely see Japan with May. We got Amelia. Shout out to South America, man. Shout out to my people in South America. And I mean, all the Amelia players out there. We are here. We are striving. That is our bullshit blazing. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Amelia players. But I'm happy with this. I'm happy not seeing Amelia too much up there, because like I said, we live in a day and age that, you know, a character will be nerfed just due to this fact right here. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I'm definitely with that nerf pots. This character is ridiculous. You know what I mean? If you want to level up, you wanna do good and strive, let's pick pot. I see people, yo, this character needs to get changed. You know what I mean? Like, yo, his frames is way too good, yo. You know what I mean? That's the issue. It's his frame data is way too good, and the frame data is not even out yet. But I can just tell this from playing pots from older games and then playing with Strive. I'm like, yo, I can't punish this. What 2p this, 5p this? Like, what's going on here, man? You know what I mean? Yo, Ice Queen, what's up? But yeah, these are the most popular characters for the beta. We knew that we had what 13 characters in the beta, but these are the top 5 here in different regions. And you know, there's a common theme here, but also you see some differences, man. You know, we see the Rams, we see the Souls, we see the Kais, we see the Nagos. We got a May up here. Then we have a Giovanna. We see the Giovannas as well. The Giovanna, I'm surprised. Yeah, Giovanna is definitely one of those characters that is going to be popular. She's a character easy to get into. You know what I mean? You got 3 specials, but she does take some time to master. Her movement is not as easy as people think it is. But I think what makes her like a good beginner character is that, yo, she's plussing like a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Yo, young boy, get what's good, man. And I think that's the issue with her. Like, every special I think she has is plus, or it's safe. And that's ridiculous. You know, in my personal opinion. While you have other characters that's have the same type of specials, but you know what I mean, they put them out there, you're getting punished. With Giovanna, she just throwing out specials and flips and dips and spiral arrows, and you know what I mean, it's not really teaching the character or teaching the player how to play the game. It's just a motherfucker that's doing random specials, because there's no real penalty to it unless it just whiffs, you know what I mean, but it is what it is. All right, so he says we asked for characters everyone played the most and their favorite separately, but these are the answers were most or less similar for both. Ramathul is extremely popular in every region, it seems. yo, that's not a for the Ram players. That's not a good sentence right there. Ramathul is extremely popular in every region, it seems. Like it seems like the developer was like, "Oh, y'all like Ram? Oh, what? Wait till this game come out." Yo, Stardust, what up, man? It's pretty unusual for Guilty Gear series to have a new character highly placed in popularity rankings, but Giovanna was quite popular outside of Asia. The results were really interesting, especially the differences between regions. Oh yeah, really interesting that they got the hand to their face and they just caressing their chin like, interesting. Oh, y'all like them plus buttons, huh? Y'all like doing overheads that's plus? Yes, plus. Yeah, overheads that's plus. Oh, word, you like doing spiral arrows that's safe on block? I can't wait to see what they do Giovanna at retail. I don't really care about this right here. Please rate the following modes. You know, people's rating the modes. Versus mode, they had very good. Tutorial, you know, the average is average as far as the biggest, color here or block here is average. Yeah, the tutorial I think it was a step down from XR. XR had a wonderful tutorial, especially in Rev 2. They had an amazing tutorial. Yo, Tekken God Jess, what's up, man? Network mode online. I think a lot of people put like very bad here because of the lobby. See, online lobby. The lobby was an issue. The net code itself was great, but nobody really wanted to deal with the lobby itself. You know what I mean? It wasn't a good experience with the lobby. Network mode quick matches. See, it went up a little bit here, which I think the quick matches was very good. You know what I mean? Some people put very bad. Those are probably little trolls or whatnot. But I think it was very good because you got into your matches pretty fast through the beta. Training mode was great. The training mode is very, very good. It reminded me of like Grand Blue Fantasy training mode combined with like regular XR, training mode. So I'm with it. The only thing I would say add, I would like to see frame data being added in these Japanese games, man. You know what I mean? I would love to see that stuff added, or have like the frame color stuff. Like if you have the advantage, you're blue. If it's neutral, it's yellow. If you're negative, it's red. That would be cool too. But I think they should start adding the frame data to these games. Yes, we have Dust Loop and all that stuff, but we gotta wait for those people to update, for Dust Loop and all that, man. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm not gonna really go into depth as far as the modes and stuff like that. But I will talk about this. Here's what he said. He said we checked the results and the replay from the first floor of the rank tower, and we saw many matches where neither the player used special moves or every game mechanic. We'll brush up on the finer aspects of this mode, but for the most part, we felt the style of the tutorial was successful. Damn, so they saying here that Jamal Adams, what's up, man? They saying here that a lot of people from the first floor rankings, when you after you do the tutorial and they rank you, they place you. They saying that a lot of people wasn't be using special moves or even the game mechanic. That's crazy. This is what I mean too, man. Like most of the people that pop their mouth and say all the bullshit about, fighting games and how fighting games is easy and fighting games they this and that, they cater to noobs. They're not even using the mechanics. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people that say that shit, they're not even using the mechanics, man. Shit crazy. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people, you don't see them put up gameplay. You don't see them live streaming the shit when they have these crazy ass thoughts on the game. It baffles my mind every time I see these dumbass tweets and dumbass videos. And I'm like, yo, you talking about a fighting game and then I don't see no gameplay from you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're talking like online games, right? You're talking about online matches and then you post no online matches. It's like what are we here for? This is not like a single player game. It's not like this is a fighting game. People want visuals as well. That's one of the craziest things, man. I've heard many YouTubers, talk about fighting games like, yo, I won most of my ranked matches and they not show one ranked match. You know what I mean? Like no other community is the fighting game community is not gonna accept that. Like, yo, that's great, man, that you win your match. Yo, we want to play. We either want to play you or we want to see it. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people with these crazy sayings about, fighting games is casual and this and that, but they're not even using the mechanics in the game, which is wild, man. All right, so here we go. The online lobby is the area from the tests we need most work on. We have determined needs to be improved before release. Even aside from the server issues, it was difficult to use and hard to understand how it worked. Although we continually worked on the eternal improvements following last year's closed beta, we realized that we let everyone down. Yo, I respect that comment right there. That they're realizing their faults, because it was very hard for me to believe that from the first beta, you didn't really take anybody's opinions on the online lobby that, yo, this joint needs overhaul. And you have the same online lobby from the first beta. It's like, yo, what were you guys doing? But I can respect them actually manning up, you know what I mean, and owning up to the faults here, why they need to get the game fixed, I can respect that right there. So here's what they're going to be doing here with the online lobby. Here are some plans we have to fix the issue. Changing to a system where players select a visible area where they want to have a match, which is smart, because that's what your online lobbies were in the beginning. You know what I mean? From Blaze Blue to Guilty Gear to Grand Blue. You know what I mean? To all your games, you had like destined areas where you had these arcade stations and people will sit their butts down and somebody that wants to play will come up and will play. You know what I mean? Like the biggest issue for me with the online lobby is that, yo, you was readying up to do a match with a friend or something or with anyone and it would teleport you away from the person. Like, what the hell's going on here? So having an actual visible selected area where you want to have a match is smart, because that organizes the lobby, you know what I mean, where people can have select placement in the lobby rather than just being teleported all over the goddamn place. And then when you try to ready up, it will be like stacked upon stacked upon stacked upon stacked people, you know what I mean, because you hold square and then you stack yourself on somebody else that's holding square, and then you really can't find a person that you really want to fight, and then you have 3 people that's in the same position, and then you trying to ready up on them, and then it was a whole clusterfuck. After winning the match, the player stays where they are in battle ready state unless their ratings change. Okay, yeah, that's good too, because after a match, it always had to be like you had to ready up again, and then when you readied up, it would teleport you. So having the player stay in that area, which you had in the past lobbies with the arcade stations, is great. You know what I mean? That's all we really wanted, man. Yo, Andre, Siskay Reed McCoy, what's up, man? That's all we really wanted. Adding a rematch option, which you should have had that from the beta, in my personal opinion. Have a rematch option. Also have an area where people can play like best out of 5. You know what I mean? People can play that, because typically an online match is best out of 3. Have a best out of 5 area like you have in like Guilty Gear and all that as well, and the Grand Blue. Expanding the area in each lobby, adding the option to hide the news display, and adding a dash movement for avatars. Yo, that was crazy too, man. They had like this like a quarter of the screen, more than a quarter of the screen, almost half of the screen covered was like this news shit, and you couldn't even hide it. So you couldn't even see like the full lobby of what's going on. I thought that was weird as hell. I was like, yo, why are you plastering this screen in the online lobby? You know what I mean? Like, yo, give the option to hide it. If people want to see it, they will see it. Craziness, man. I was like, yo, what is Arc doing, man? Yo, and I love Arc systems. Yeah, I'm like, what are they doing? Yo, 1 second, guys. It's early in the morning. I got to get my tea real quick. 1 second. Yes, sir. Yo, I got one of those like super loud ass kettles. So I even heard it from all the way back here. I was like, oh yeah, my tea. So my bad on that, guys. My bad on that. But yeah, it's super early in the morning. I gotta get my my morning tea. I'm not a coffee person, you know. I think I have way too much energy, stored in me for me to even touch coffee. Yeah, I've drank coffee one time in my life. Matter of fact, I drank coffee 2 times in my life, and 2 of the times I never liked it. One time I drank it at the Jersey Shore, where I had like iced coffee, and I thought nothing of it. Oh man, big mistake. Yo, if anything can hinder me from sleeping, I don't want it. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I couldn't sleep. Yo, I had some iced coffee and I couldn't sleep. And there's one time when I was working in the city, I was working for this bankruptcy company, and they had like French vanilla coffee, right? Yo, Wolflo, what's up, man? And it smelled mad good. I was like, you know what, Bari? Let me just try this joint. Let me just try it. Bruh. Yo, I don't know what the hell's in that coffee. I came home the whole day. I'm not tired at all. I couldn't take my nap. I couldn't sleep. I was like, nah, man. I'll never drink this crap again. Never. Never. I just need my tea. That's it, man. I'm a tea connoisseur, though. But yeah. So going back to this here, they said this will make lobbies more like those in our other games. Yeah, that's what we wanted. You know what I mean? We wanted the lobbies just like in your other games. However, systems such as moving floors when your rating changes and options to enter training mode while waiting for a match will remain. Yeah, the rating stuff, I could understand that. I can understand the rating stuff. At the end of the beta, I got up to floor 8. You know what I mean? I got to floor 8, and I stopped playing the lobby stuff just due to the fact it was annoying, and also I really wanted to practice. I wanted to practice and lock down this Milia loop combo stuff. You know what I mean? In the video I put up with Milia, I can only do like 3 loops, but I really wanted. That's the most I got up to was 3 loops, and it wasn't as consistent as I wanted to. But two, I got that I can do 2 consistently. But I really wanted to do like 4. Like I seen in previous videos with other people in the FGC and stuff like that. Like 4, you get that good corner carry. You know what I mean? You get the damage. That's what I really wanted to get, and I wanted to get that more consistently. So I was just practicing that as the beta was ending. And then, yo, when I did go up into a lobby match, because I went into the training mode, going to match. They decided to end the lobby right there when I was in a match. I went back into going to the match, and boom, beta over. It was like cut off. They couldn't even let you finish the match. It was like, nope, get off this joint right now. You know what I mean? I was hella pissed, man. I was like, damn. Once I locked down this crap, you know what I mean? You couldn't let me finish the match, Arc. Come on, man. What's going on over there, Arc? My bad. Let me log into my email. Let me actually be a productive manager, even though, I start at 8:30. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers gotta wait. You know what I mean? But let me just get my remote access in. But yeah, man. The lobbies was very difficult to deal with, and I'm liking what they're saying here with the changes, because this is kind of what we wanted. I didn't have an issue with the aesthetics of the lobby as far as like you going for this, pixelated, customizable character stuff, because I could see art profiting from that stuff as well. They can have like the base costumes that everybody can use, and then maybe they can charge you for like some DLC costumes. I can see that stuff. You know what I mean? They setting it up for that stuff. But I just didn't like how they execute the lobbies. It was just a mess. I didn't really see their vision of what they really wanted there, with the lobbies, how it was in the 2 betas, because it was a mess, man. It was hard to connect to. It was hard to have a placement in the lobby. It was just teleporting you all over the place. It would teleport people in multiple locations, so it's very hard to see who you're fighting. It was a cluster. No rematch option. So once you finish the match, You had to do that stuff all over again, and hopefully you find your friend, because there's people that's thirsty out there looking for a match. You know, you know what I mean? So it was just I can't believe we did it. The first beta, you can ask Chuck. The first beta, I was like, nah, Chuck, I can't do this, bro. I can't do this. The first beta, I was pissed off, yo. I was really pissed off at Arc. I was like, yo, I can't believe they did this. You know what I mean? And it wasn't rollback netcode. It was that delay based netcode of the first beta. And I was just like, nah, Chuck, I can't do this, man. I can't do this. But the netcode is way better, and I'm liking what I'm hearing when it comes to the new implementations that they're gonna do with the lobby. So I'm happy what I'm hearing. So this is good. We'd like to conduct another beta test once these fixes are ready. So they confirming right there once again that there will be another beta. Was mentioning this stuff, that there's going to be another beta right after the second beta. I mean, the second beta. But this is great to hear that they're going to do another one with new implementations. Because yeah, you got to test this out. I'm pretty sure this beta that they're going to have next is going to be a little bit more restricted as far as like time. You might have one of those time period betas where you can play from 12 to 4, then 8 shuts off. Then you play from 9 to 12. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that's how the beta is going to be, the next one. But we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. Although training mode was praised for a number of options available, players noted that the menu was difficult to understand. We're looking into ways to improve the visibility of the menus in all mode. That's kind of strange, because the training mode I felt like was very easy to understand. Like the wording, the placements of things is just like right there. I don't know what people thought that it was difficult to understand the training mode. Like that's weird to me, you know. Maybe they're just new to doing stuff like that. I don't know. The training mode was mad simple, and you guys already, yo, I did 3-hour training mode session going through the training mode. Yeah, I don't get that one, but hey, if they can improve it, they can improve it. Just don't mess. You know, I'm not even gonna complain. If they can improve it. Don't change anything about the training mode. Don't remove anything. I like the combo recipe. That was a cool idea to add. Yeah, the training mode was great, man. Training mode was great. All right, so this is what the following aspects, like character visuals, character animation, stage. Yeah, I remember this stuff right here. I'm not going to really go into this. Oh, this one I can talk about here. With Guilty Gear Strive, we're trying our hand in using effects and visuals that are thought of as taboo when developing a fighting game. The current stage of the game is the baseline for a general direction, and we're still working on refining and improving it. As far as the issues with character visibility, we are looking into adding a setting to each, so each player can adjust it for their needs. Yeah, like the only stage I had an issue with was the snow stage and certain like costumes. You know what I mean? Like you have all white Zato on the snow stage. You're not gonna see Eddie on the floor. You know what I mean? As you're moving and zipping and zooming and blazing. You know what I mean? It's very hard to keep track of Eddie on the floor when he has that move that can go on the ground and go up in the air, and even Zato have that move where he can go up in the ground and go in the air. It was very hard to track that stuff sometimes on the snow stage. Like I feel like they making the characters blend a little too much with certain costumes. Like even with Milia, I can admit, like I use the classic white and blue you know, color for Milia, and on that snow stage, you know, I can see a little blending in sometimes. Good thing she has the blue. But I could see a new player probably having an issue seeing some of the movements or something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, hopefully they can fix some of that stuff. For the music, we received many requests from players who wanted to be able to select songs from previous Guilty Gear titles. In the retail version of Guilty Gear Strive, you'll be able to purchase them with in-game currency and select them as your own BGM. So yeah, they already spoke about this stuff from the beginning. I don't know why people was complaining about that. Like, Daisuke is gonna obviously want to push his music. You know what I mean? He's creating a game and he's also like an artist. He's gonna push his music. You know what I mean? So there's a beta. You're not gonna get the full-fledged, BGM in the beta. You know what I mean? People's like, yo, the music, can I change the music? Yo, it's a beta. But they already stated from the beta that in a retail game you get the choice to choose older Guilty Gear music, and here they're confirming that you'll be able to purchase them with in-game currency, and then you go from there, man. Jesus, man, it's a beta, people. Sometimes people be forgetting, like, they thinking that they're getting the game for free or something. It's a beta. You need to relax. We're here to test the online. We're here to test the lobbies. We're not here to test the music. You know what I mean? It's a beta. Jesus Christ. Oh, here's some stuff I want to talk about. So yeah, let's discuss the battle system. This covers many topics that it may have been difficult to answer on survey. Answer on the topic had the most variation depending on what other game players have experience with and their region. Let's take a look at some of the most frequently mentioned key phrases from everyone's answers. I definitely put the damage as well. I put the damage in my survey response. 1, damage is too high. Many players commented that the damage is way too high. There were also many concerns that this is not just a problem with the game's balance. It also takes away the fun of pulling off damaging combos. So legit, I have a combo I can do with Milia that if I touch you in this game, you're going to be dead. You know what I mean? That could be satisfying as well, but it doesn't, like, if I just really want to go hard and I get this hit, I can touch you, because I was surprised with the damage that Milia does as well. You know what I mean? In the game, for the stuff that she can do and the damage that she can output, like the resets and all that stuff, it's kind of ridiculous. What she can do, especially off a grab. You can get 50% damage off of a grab. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm definitely in that ballpark with the concerns as well, pulling off damaging combos and pulling off, like, technical combos or more execution heavy combos, because the damage is just really crazy. You know what I mean? After hearing your feedback, we plan to adjust the damage so that it is more suitable for how often and how difficult it is to land each attack. Okay, I get where they're going. So they're going to reward people for the damage with the combo, or reward people for the execution barrier of the combo. In general, however, the damage will remain high as a part of Guilty Gear Strive design. Because yeah, they bring in the high damage for, to attract more players to the game. So they want you, a player that can, doesn't know how to do combos per se, but they can whiff punish, can still feel reward from playing the game. You know what I mean? Say a player has some great neutral, they can still feel that reward, like, yo, you can't break my defense here. You know what I mean? And if you try to come at me, I'm gonna hit you with this button. And that could be their reward for that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, be better on your movement. But I feel like they need to reward the combos as well. This is what they're saying here in the game. In this dev commentary thing here. But I can understand the high damage. It's just a little bit too high with certain shit, man. You know what I mean? Like getting what is with pots, like getting 6 HS from pots and seeing your life bar, like 40% of your damage on a counter hit is like gone. Like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I mean? That stuff could be a little bit disheartening, but I understand their philosophy with it. with the game. What I want is them to lower the damage, right? Still keep the attributes of characters that, some characters just don't have better defense than other characters. Some characters' guts is not as good as other characters. I don't think they really played around with the guts so much as far as like character specifics in this game. You know, well, I can't really say that because I think Soul, when I seen people play like Potts versus Soul, and there was times where I'm like, oh yeah, that would kill Millia right there. But with Soul, he survived because, of guts. So yeah, I still think the guts is still there, but I don't think it's as specific as it is with, previous games. But we'll see when the game actually come out. But yeah, I do think they need to scale back in the damage a little bit. Because it also will give you the opportunity to explore for, other combos or other stuff. But by doing those harder combos, you should get the damage reward as well, in my personal opinion. So I'm kind of conflicted. I'm kind of being hypocritical here, but what I could say is that I can understand their philosophy with the damage, is what I'm pretty much saying. It said it could be said that part of the appeal of Guilty Gear series is the tension and exhilaration felt during the fast-paced matches. In previous titles, however, players could only experience this after practicing and learning complicated combos. The length of an average combo is shorter in Guilty Gear Strive, so more players than before can experience this. This is why the overall damage is set high, including for single hits. See, that's exactly what I just said. There are also other elements influence in this direction, such as the reconsideration of the frequency of combos in general. Okay, we analyzed replay from the beta test, and we felt that the game mechanics overall successful. Yeah, it is. The game mechanics is overall successful. We are adjusting the game so that simple combos and situational combos each have their own merits, not limit to the damage, but also in the terms of meter efficiency and situations you're in after combos. So because there's certain combos that will just give you straight up Oki, like a hard knockdown, depending on what you finish off with. I guess they don't want newer players smothered. That's where I'm getting from that. Somebody pulling off a combo, but they get like that semi knockdown, that hard knockdown, and they continuing their pressure. That kind of scares me because Millia is very good at that. From this sentence that I'm reading here, it's kind of scary because I don't want that taken away due to your philosophy of the game. You know what I mean? Like, what they could do is have air recovery. I think that would help a lot in certain situations that people end up in after, combos. Having air recovery would be huge. Because yeah, there's a lot of Oki in the game, but you can definitely tell that the philosophy has changed when it comes to previous games. There was a lot of hard knockdowns in previous games, especially in Xrd, where Oki was the main tool or the main goal to have in Xrd and Rev 2 and all that stuff, and previous games as well. But here is not so much. Here you have Oki, but it's more neutral base in Strive. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Yeah, you can't air tech in the game. There's no hard knockdowns as much in the game. They have like these soft knockdowns or these light knockdowns. Which is they wanna set the neutral back up again. That gives a person a fighting chance to alleviate pressure in the game. But not having air teching with some of the stuff, I can see people complain about that, because with certain characters that have really good Oki, like we didn't even see Eno yet. Imagine Eno, you know what I mean? Like after air combo, I don't know what she would do in the air, and you just have your character falling down, not recovering, and Eno has a fireball ready. You know what I mean? Like I could see the complaints of that, because certain characters is just gonna be super strong for that. You know what I mean? Milia has this ready as you're falling down. You know what I mean? So I can see they changing some of that right there. Roman cancels. So yeah, Roman cancels are interesting, but felt very limited by meter use. Fans of previous Guilty Gear games in particular had positive things to say about the Roman cancel. Yes, the Roman cancels felt great. Felt really good. At the same time, many mentioned feeling restricted because the round will finish before they could even use Roman cancels how they liked. Yeah, because the damage is high as hell. Look at May, look at Potts, look at the damage that they're doing out here, man. There's really good players that's going to open you up, and then you're going to get destroyed before you even like gain some type of meter to do anything. You know what I mean? You better burst. Bursting early in this game is a good thing in Guilty Gear, but people can bait the burst. But it's actually a good thing. You know what I mean? Where I had to learn in this game right here, I was delayed bursting. Like, I was trying to save my burst till, a certain moment in the game. Like, nah, I'm not gonna burst here. But I realized as I keep playing in Strive, I was like, yo, I might as well just burst early. You know what I mean? The damage is OD. I'm not trying to sit here and take all of that shit. You know what I mean? In XR, I'd be like, all right, I'll take that right there. All right, finish your combo. But this game right here, nah. I'm not letting you finish nothing. Obviously you got to be strategic as well with it, but not letting you finish nothing. Taking this into consideration, we have reconsidered the general rules surrounding meter gain. What? We didn't simply increase the gain rate, but you should be able to use your meter more freely overall. What? Yo, if this is OD. So I felt like the meter gain was good, because Guilty Gear, you gain meter pretty fast. You just gotta be active. You know what I mean? It's not even just about attacking. It's about being active. You know what I mean? Having good neutral in the air dashing. You know what I mean? That's going forward. Attacking as well helps as well. But I felt like the meter gain was pretty good. But they said they increasing the meter gain, but you should also be able to use your meter more freely. Yo, so you need to go back to this whole damage thing. And definitely, tweak the damage. If you are letting people use the meter more freely, you got to tweak the damage, because that's where the damage really come from. You know what I mean? Yo, you start off a combo, you Roman cancel, extend your combo, and hit that corner, and then you get a wall break. The wall break give you even a little bit more damage. Yo, I like what I'm hearing. With the meter, more meter, hey, I appreciate that. I felt like the meter gain was pretty good, but if you're increasing that, I'm not gonna complain. You know what I mean? So you increasing that, okay, cool. But also using meter more freely, I wonder what they really mean with that. They should have emphasized that. They should go into a little bit more detail with that. But that sounds great. I'm with that. I can't wait to play the second beta. All right, so here we go. This one I felt like is God honest true. Many players felt that the neutral game was lacking due to the grounded anti-airs being too weak, while aerial options were too strong, making jumping a common choice. Yeah, because that's typically like the opposite in a fighting game, right? You know, yeah, you might have strong aerial options in a anime fighting game, but the anti-airs were good as well. Like I felt like anti-airs in Strive and the beta wasn't as strong, where people was just committing to more like this blocking rather than using the anti-air buttons. Because there's times where I felt like Milia's 2 HS was not strong. You know what I mean? They need to buff that move. I felt like her 6P wasn't that strong, but the one anti-air I felt like was really good, but it's proximity based, was her 5S. You know what I mean? That was really strong. You know what I mean? There's times, you know, you press like, you know, 5P at certain distances, but yeah, anti-airs in general wasn't that strong. Air movements, yeah, a lot of people just jumping in this game, jumping, air dashing, and you want to punish that shit, but you can't at certain instances. But yeah, I feel like they do need to buff, you know, certain characters anti-airs. And I know I'm going to be very biased here, like Milia. I feel like Milia, her 2 HS, it was way better in Xrd and the previous games, because it was more of like a vertical type of move. This one is a little bit, it's like diagonally kind of. It's a weird position. It's good for like combos and stuff like that, and it's good if you do catch it. If you do catch them anti-air wise, it's a good button because you can get a lot from it. But I'd have felt like her 2 HS was better in previous games. Okay, it was just more vertical. It's easier to anti-air with. But the 6P buttons, I felt like those were good, but it wasn't as consistent. They're better than the 2 HS buttons because, you know, it's a faster button, obviously. But yeah, I agree with the anti-air options. It's not as strong as previous games. You know what I mean? We also determined that they needed improvement and have made significant changes. We can't explain each individual change here, but this is one point that will be very noticeable difference from the open beta test. Yeah, that's good. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. That is good to hear, yo. Yo, that's another character that was very hard to anti-air, man, was Kai. Kai was hard to anti-air because his air dash HS button, that slash down, was very hard to anti-air. Like, yo, I remember fighting Persona and I was like, yo, I'm gonna try and anti-air this. No, I get beat out every single time, bro. Every single time I was getting beat out, which is crazy. I was like, damn, how is this button so good with Kai? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying don't nerf the button, but you gotta buff the anti-air options, especially if you know it's coming. You gotta buff those. And here they say, get rid of infinites. Some characters had access to infinite combos. In addition, there were no notable instances for overly simple combo structure. Yeah, so like they had Giovanna infinite. Soul had like I wouldn't say infinite, but he had like some loops. But Giovanna, I know they're talking about here, because Giovanna one was pretty simple. I know they're talking about Giovanna Infinite here. So we're planning to deal with this by adjusting the game mechanics in addition to the character balance, so that these combos don't end up as the most viable option. For example, hitting an opponent with the same move more than a set number of times would make them float less. This set number would be different depending on the move. We don't want to completely get rid of all loop combos, so we chose to increase the ways we can balance the game. Yeah, like, don't get rid of the loops. There's certain loops that I think needs to be there. You know what I mean? And like I said, I've been learning the Milia stuff in the beta, the Milia kick loops. Don't get rid of that stuff. But yeah, the infinite move, like I seen Giovanna stuff. Yeah, you know. From what I've seen, it didn't look like it was super hard. You know, I think they was pressing like close 5. They was pressing close 5S into DP. It was like close 5S to DP. It was something like that. I don't remember it specifically, but it looked pretty simple. to do. Where somebody wanted to get some meter real quick, they're like, yeah, you're gonna get scale me right here, but I'm gonna get this meter. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can see that stuff, but yeah, the part of Guilty Gear, you don't wanna get rid of loops, combos. And I mean, reward people that actually know that stuff. But not everybody in the world know them loops or is practicing them loops. But yeah, I get infinites should have been there. And it's fun when people discover them. But yeah, if you can patch that out, patch that out. All right, so here's the rollback talk, where I think this is like great because the online battle, everybody was pretty satisfied with it. Look at this. This is a shocker right here. Real talk. This is a shocker right here for an Arc System game. And I mean, we've never seen high praise like this for the netcode for Arc System games. Yeah, we love Arc System games, but you never seen this much positivity for the netcode ever. This is huge right here. Look at this. Over 80% of the people is satisfied with the netcode. I'm pretty sure the people that says average or bad, they on that Wi-Fi, trying to fight people from Japan to America. You know what I mean? And yo, you even had people that did not play online. What the fuck are you doing in an open beta test? This is what I'm talking about, man. Yo, we trying to test the netcode. We trying to test the lobbies. But you had the audacity to not play online. And it's a lot of people. You have more people that didn't play online that is rating it as bad or very bad. Look at the block. Didn't play online is bigger than the people that said it was bad or very bad. That's a goddamn shame for an online beta test. Yo, what is going on here, man? What is going on here, man? Okay. So here's a comment here, man. To get a bit deeper on the topic, during the test we had the input delay fixed at 1 frame. Perhaps due to their experience from previous Guilty Gear games, some players confuse rollback frames display for input delay. However, input delay was locked at 1 frame. Yeah, so a lot of people didn't understand how rollback worked, where they saw that the rollback delay was like at 6 or it would go up to like 9 or something like that. That is not your delay. That's just the delay between your opponent and yourself. So there's gonna be, if the rollback delay is high, you're gonna see like the deja vu effect. So say you do an air dash, you might see the air dash twice again. You know what I mean? But that's the worst you'll see from a rollback netcode. But how they have it is that everybody is set to like a specific frame delay, where you are playing like it feels like it's online. And the reason why they probably lock it to 1 frame delay is so they can catch the rollback. You know what I mean? They can catch it, the rollback. If it was like a 1 or a 0 frame or it just perfect online, you know, offline play, you know, it'll probably catch a rollback as well. But they cranked it to 1, I'm guessing, so it will catch that rollback just in case like they missed the input. They could, oh no, he pressed this button instead. But yeah, overall the netcode is great. Like I said, me and my man Chuck, we've been playing against each other in fighting games for a very long time, and this is the first time where we played each other and nobody was like saying like, yo, the netcode, yo, that delay messed up my combo. You know what I mean? We was just playing, and it felt great. It felt great. And the reason why I'm saying Chuck, because he's in the West Coast and I'm East Coast. You know, when I play like Persona or Dre, it's not typically, you know, netcode. There might be some hitches here and there with delay base, but when I play Chuck, when I play Persona, when I play Dre, when I play other people, the netcode felt good. I was even playing people in Japan. I was in Japan lobbies, bro, and that shit felt great. And I mean, I had to test that jump. I was like, yo, the jump feel great. You know what I mean? There was no issue. So yeah, they're also confirming once again the second open beta test. They saying that we're planning on a second. They're planning on a second open beta test based on players' feedback. The timing is yet to be determined, so keep an eye out for future updates. What else they have here? Oh yeah, so this is just the ending comments here, as far as the game. And June 11th is when it's going to come out. But yeah, man, I'm very excited what they're saying here. You know, with the characters, with the game mechanics in general, the damage stuff. I like what I'm hearing. The meter gain stuff, I like what I'm hearing as well. And I like that they're not really, they don't have like a determined plan to take away loops in the game. They just, you know, they want to change the infinite structure. So that Giovanna infinite, you could probably still do it, but you're just going to be limited. You know what I mean? It's going to be like a loop, not an infinite. You know what I mean? So I think that stuff is great. I can't wait to try the next beta as well. But yeah, in general, I just can't wait to actually get the game in my hand. You know what I mean? Because once that game is in my hand, we're gonna practice a few things and we're gonna try to rank up, get to that. We're gonna try to get to heaven, man, for real. We're gonna try to get to heaven. Hopefully I can, and we'll definitely see. But yeah, I'm liking Millie a lot, man. She's a dope character. There's few changes I would like. Better anti-air. Her FAR 5S, I would like that to be faster. I feel like you have a speed character and a up close character, but there's characters that has way bigger buttons that is faster than the speed character. What's going on with that, man? You know what I mean? Potts, from what I've known, his frame data is better than Milia. Yo, Ramethel, her FAR 5S, that shit is super good. You know what I mean? I'm assuming the hitbox is much wider with than Milia's, because there's times where we'll do round start and I would get beat out by a slower normal. I would get beat out by Ram's FAR 5S with Milia's FAR 5S, which mine is I think a frame or 2 frame faster, but it's not, the hitbox is not as wider or larger than with hers. But my hurt box though, I'm pretty sure the hurt box is wide. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's a few changes I would like, but I'm not saying that you got to make this character perfect. I understand the flaws of the character, but you know, those things I would definitely like for her to have a fighting chance, especially against characters like this chick. You know what I mean? A lot of people, yeah, I don't like Potts at all, right? I don't like Potts at all. So far in the beta, I don't like Potts. I don't like fighting Kai. Mei is super annoying to fight, right? But the overall game plan, really and truly, of what I will want for Milia is so she can have a fighting chance against this chick here. This chick is the most worrisome character out of this roster that I'm looking at here. You know what I mean? This girl right here is what I'm worried about. I never liked fighting this character, and this is why I might have to like learn this character, yo. Real talk. Leo's always gonna be like my secondary type character. You know what I mean? And there's some changes in Leo in this game as well, that I gotta get used to. But I think I'm gonna have to learn this character right here, man, because this character is dangerous. And this trailer that they put out is just, they're just continuing Eno's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm surprised a lot of people not talking about this character like that, man. I'm surprised they're not talking about Eno like this, man. Maybe because they saw the trailer and all the Eno players was like, yo, don't say shit. Let the game come out. Don't say shit. Just let them, you know what I mean? But this character right here she is the bane of my existence. So yeah, this is who I'm worrying about, to be honest with you. But anyways, man, I'm about to get up out of here, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. This was the Guilty Gear Strive talk, where we spoke about the 5th developers backyard discussion. And yeah, I like what I'm hearing, man. So I'll catch you guys later. Jay Bari, hope you guys enjoy your day. I'm gone. Deuces.